Hi students! All right, well, welcome. What are we going to be learning about today? Well, first, let's start off with our question of the day, to get to know Mr. Cardelli better. What is the question today? Hey, Mr. Cardelli, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Well, I sure am glad you asked. My favorite flavor of ice cream is chocolate and vanilla. 2 separate scoops. 1 chocolate, 1 vanilla. Wait a minute. Oops, did I just say vanilla? No. I meant 1 scoop of chocolate and 1 scoop of strawberry. That's my favorite. Well, Mr. Cardelli, why not just say 1 scoop of chocolate strawberry? Well, that's not the way it works. At the ice cream shop, they scoop out 1 scoop of chocolate and 1 scoop of strawberry. And they put it on my 1 cone and they drop that chocolate scoop and then they drop that strawberry scoop. And that's what I like. Okay, so it's 2 scoops total? Yeah, that's right. 1 scoop of chocolate plus 1 scoop of strawberry equals 2 scoops. 1, 2. All right, 2 separate scoops, but together they make 2. So let's dive a little bit into that, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I'm sure you have some favorite flavors of ice cream, and maybe a single favorite flavor. But hold on that for now, because we're going to be counting. So let's think about our counting here, because we need to start counting something right here. And that's going to be on our screen here. Okay? So what is on our screen? Well, we've got something pretty great. We've got 1 scoop of chocolate so far. You with me? All right, we got a scoop of chocolate. Okay, and now we've also got 1 scoop of strawberry up here, right? So I'm going to put the number 1 up here to represent our single scoop of strawberry ice cream. So we've got our 1 scoop of chocolate and our 1 scoop of strawberry. Now down here is the total amount of scoops so far. So if we only have 1 scoop of chocolate on our ice cream cone, we've got 1. But now we're going to add a scoop of strawberry, and so we've got 2, right? So even though we have 1 scoop of chocolate and 1 scoop of strawberry, together on our ice cream cone, we've got 2. So let's look at a picture of that over here, right? So here's our cone. Here's our first scoop of yummy chocolate, right? And then we're going to put the number 1 on that, okay? And then, yes, perfection. Our second scoop of strawberry, okay? Now what about this one over here, vanilla? Let's say I'm feeling really in the mood for ice cream, okay? Well, we're not going to say that this vanilla is 3 scoops, okay? We're not going to put the number 3 up here because it's just 1 scoop of vanilla, okay? So we're going to put the number 1 up here because it's just 1 thing, 1 scoop, right? But in total, now we've got 3 scoops total, right? First scoop of chocolate, second scoop of strawberry, third scoop of vanilla. Let's go ahead and draw that on here. Our third scoop. Yum. Can everybody pretend to eat some ice cream? Whatever your favorite flavor is, go ahead and eat that right now. I'm tasting chocolate because that's my favorite flavor. What are you tasting? Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so that's kind of thinking about how we've got 1, 1, 1. All right, so if I'm counting this, I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to go 1, 2 scoops of ice cream. No, not 2 scoops, right? We've got 1, 2, 3 scoops. Each scoop has to be accounted for. Okay, now let's go back because now that I've done this, all right, it's our turn to do this together. Okay? And so now, what I want you to do is I want you to take out whatever you're going to be counting with, okay? So you should have some kind of thing to count with on your desk, okay? So this is the time where we need our blocks in front of us. We should have 3, right? 3 blocks, 3 cookies, 3 pieces of paper. I don't care what it is. Just have 3 of something in front of you, right? And what I happen to have in front of me is some books, okay? I've got some books here, and then I've got another little tiny book, right? So three different books, okay? And since I'm referring to them in terms of books, that's what we're going to think of them as when we count. So even though this book has 220 pages, okay, I'm not going to hold this up and go 220, right? Because it's just one book, right? That's what we're thinking of right now, okay? So here's my first. I'm going to go 1. Here's my second. I'm going to go 2. And my third, I'm going to go 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. All right? 1, 2, 3. Okay? So let's do that together. Whatever objects you have, go ahead and take the first one and place it in the kind of about a foot away from you in front of you. Okay? Count 1. Now take the next thing that you have. You should have 2 objects in front of you now, right? Take one of them and move it towards the other. Now you're going to say 2. And now you have just 1 object in front of you. Push that towards the other 2 now, and now you've got all 3 together. Okay, we're going to do that one more time now. Scoop them back towards you, all 3 of them. Okay. Take the first one, push it about a foot in front. We'll say 1. Take the second one, push it a foot in front. Say 2. Now take the third and last one, push it out in front, and say 3. Okay? And this is that idea of 1 to 1. Okay? So again, each object has to be counted. And as we go up, we have to remember the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? We can't skip that 7 because why? Well, what happens? Let's say you're ordering ice cream. Let's go back to our ice cream example, right? And let's say you say, I want 5 scoops of ice cream. Okay, you want 5 scoops. Let's go back to our board here for a second. Take a look at that. Here's our board. Okay, you're ordering 5 scoops. So I'm going to draw another cone here. All right. So here's your first scoop. 1. Okay. 1. All right. Okay. 1. Oh boy. How many scoops? Okay, 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. 1. Let's see where. 1. 2. Okay, 3. 3. How many? You ordered 5 scoops, right? Uh-oh, I'm running out of room. Oh boy. Okay, 3, 4. Wait a minute. How many scoops did I actually put on there? Because you wanted 5 scoops, but I think I might have given you more than that. And 5 is already a lot of scoops of ice cream. You must really like ice cream. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, make this a little bit thinner so you can see it better, 4, 5, so 6, oh my, You know what, you might be thinking, hey, this is great. I've got 9 scoops of ice cream here, and I only wanted 5, but, you know, you might get sick eating that much ice cream. So it's kind of important that each one gets counted once instead of 2 or 3 of them getting counted once, right? Each one has to get counted once, okay? So now that we've done that together, it's your turn to work with some of your classmates, okay? And what I want you to do as a class is I want you to get together and I want you to start counting. You're each going to take 3 objects, whatever it is, okay, and your teacher can help you with this, and get together as a group. You can either get in pairs of 2, pairs of 3, or 1 big small group, depending on your class size, okay? So teachers, time to get our students together in groups of 2, 3, or small groups. And each student needs to have 3 either Unifix blocks, whatever it is that you're counting, if they like cookies or if they like that. Just make sure everybody has the same object, okay? But 3 of them. And what you're going to do is the first person's going to take 1 of something and put it in the middle of the group and count 1. And then the next student's going to take 1 and put it in the middle, and they're going to say 2. Okay? And then the third's going to take theirs and put it in the middle and say 3. And we're going to go all the way around the circle until all the objects are in the middle and they're all counted for. Okay? Doing them one at a time, passing it around, working together, counting those blocks, okay? Counting those objects. So go ahead and pause the video here and then start back up when you're finished with the group activity. All right, so now that you've finished counting that and counted your objects together, it's time for you to work by yourself now, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take out your piece of paper and you're going to have 9 objects in front of you. And I want you to take the first one and put it on the piece of paper and write the number 1 next to it. And then I want you to take the next one, put it on the piece of paper and write the number 2 next to it, and go on and on until you get to the number 9, okay? So that's your independent work activity now, okay? And I'll show you a little example of what that looks like on our board here. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so here we are back to our board, and I'm going to draw for you your piece of paper. Okay, so here is, oh, no. Come on, marker. Marker. All right, I think I'm on that. Yep, okay. So here's your piece of paper. Okay. And we're just going to pretend that this is your piece of paper. And down. Okay. It's not a perfect piece of paper, but we also don't live in a perfect world. Okay, and so you're going to have your objects, right? And you're going to take your first object and you're going to put it right over here in the top left. And then your job is to write the number 1 underneath. Okay? And then you need to take your second object and do the same thing. Put it right over here, kind of a little bit to the right. And then I need you to write the number 2. Okay? So these lines just show you we're moving from there to there. All right, so 1, 2, and then go ahead and do that with the rest of them. And that is your independent assignment. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you learned more now about one-to-one correspondence and the importance of assigning one number to one object, okay? Because we need to make sure we're getting what we ask for, right? If we ask somebody for 2 shoes and they hand us 8 shoes, hello, I've only got 2 feet, right? Or if they, we want 3 scoops of ice cream and they give us 15 scoops of ice cream, I'm going to get sick pretty quick, okay? So we want to make sure we're getting what we ask for. And that's why one-to-one correspondence is so important. All right, well, have a great rest of your day. Happy learning. Bye for now.